Right, question 1, 3 points A, B, C, you know all the coordinates, and then it says the line through A, perpendicular to BC, intersects BC at the point D. Okay, the first thing we asked was the gradient of BC, so I don't have to worry too much about if I don't understand what's going on in that second sentence. I can find the gradient of BC because I've got the coordinates of B and the coordinates of C. So B is 6 minus 5, C is 3, 7. So let's label these x1, y1, x2, y2, and you should know the gradient of a line formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So the gradient of BC, following that formula then, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 is 7, take away y1 is minus 5, divided by x2 minus x1. Double minus turns to a plus, so the top line 7 and 5 is 12. 3 take away 6 is minus 3. So it's a plus divided by minus, so the answer is going to be a negative, and 3 into 12 goes 4. So the gradient of BC is minus 4. Part 2, I want the equation of BC. Again, I've got the two coordinates for BC, and I've also got the gradient of BC. So the equation of a line going through one coordinate of the given gradient then is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. And I know that a coordinate goes through B. I could use B or C, but I'll use B. So go through B, which is 6 minus 5. That's my x1, y1. And the gradient m is minus 4. So substituting into the formula for the line, I've got y minus y1, which is minus 5, equals m, which is minus 4. Then x minus x1 is x minus 6. So double minus here, so that's a y plus 5. Expand the bracket, minus 4 times x is minus 4x. Minus 4 times minus 6 is plus 24. So if you get y on its own, that's minus 4x plus 24, take away 5. So y is equal to minus 4x plus 19. And they wanted to show this was the equation, so I just need to collect everything onto the left hand side to equate to 0. So bring it over, and I've got 4x plus y minus 19 is equal to 0. So the second part. And the third part wants the equation of AD. And then now I need to go back and I need to understand what's happening with the point D. Okay, so we got the line through A perpendicular to BC, and that intersects BC at D. So if I draw a little sketch, so I've got the line BC, and then I've got another line which passes through A, there, and it cuts BC, is perpendicular to BC, so it's coming through BC at 90 degrees. So A is the point 84. And then what I want the equation. I want the equation of AD. So D is the point where that line intersects BC. So I want the equation of AD. So it passes through the point 84. That's my x1, y1. And the gradient, I know the gradient of BC is minus 4. So the gradient of AD is perpendicular to that. It's perpendicular to that, then the product of the two gradients is -1. But the easiest way to do is to flip this fraction upside down. So think of this as -4/1. Flip it upside down, so that's 1/4, and change the sign, so minus goes to a plus. So the equation of AD is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. So I've got y minus 4, y1 is 4, x1 is 8, so that's, and m is a quarter, so a quarter of x minus 8. So multiply through by 4 to get rid of the fraction. So on the left, that's 4 lots of y minus 4 lots of 4 is 16. And then I've just got 1 times the bracket, so that's x minus 8. So 4y equals x, and then take the minus 16 over, that's plus 16. We've got 4y is equal to x plus 8. Okay, so I didn't really need that sketch until the third part. Okay, now then part B wants me to show that the coordinates of D are 4, 3. Now then, D is the intersection of the line BC with the line AD. So the two lines meet. It's the intersection of BC with AD. Now then, BC, the equation of BC is 4x plus y minus 19 equals 0. That's BC. And AD, I've just found it here, that's 4y equals x plus 8. So to get the coordinates of D, I solve these two equations simultaneously. Okay, different ways I can do it. I'll rearrange the first one to go 4x plus y equals 19. And the second one, keeping the same order, I'll have x minus 4y. So take that to the right, equals minus 8. And then if I multiply the top one by 4, I need to make the coefficients of y to be the same. I multiply the top one by 4. So I got 16x plus 4y, 4 19s, 76. I got x minus 4y equals minus 8. And then the number in front of y is the same. They're opposite sides, so I add these two equations. So 16x and x is 17x. The 8 y's cancel out. And 76 take away 8 is 68. So x is equal to 68 divided by 17, and that goes in 4 times. And then substitute in to one of the two equations to find out what y is. So if I go to the first one, 4x plus y equals 19. If x is 4, 4x is 16, plus y equals 19. So y is 19 take away 16, y is equal to 3. So the coordinates of D are 4, 3. And the last two parts, part C, asks me for the length of BD, so length of a line. I know the coordinates of B is 6 minus 5, and the coordinates of D are 4, 3. So that's all I need to know is the length formula, which you should know. This should be learnt. That's x2 minus x1 all squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared. x1, y1, x2, y2. So the length is the square root of, the sub in x2 is 4, minus x1 is 6 squared plus that y2 is 3 minus y1 is minus 5 squared. So that's the square root of, right, 4 take away 6 is minus 2. So squaring minus 2. Minus minus a plus, so 3 and 5 is 8 squared, which is the square root of, square minus 2 is 4, square 8 is 64. So that's the square root of 68. So is the length of BD. I can take it lower. It doesn't ask me the question to go in lowest form. 4 will divide into 68. Okay, so 68 is the same as 4 lots of 17. So that's root 4 times root 17. Square root of 4 is 2. So it can also be written as 2 root 17. But on this particular question, full marks will be given for root 68. Right, part D. The line AD is extended to E. So let's just sketch what's happening here. AD is extended to E, so that D is the midpoint of AE. Find the coordinates of E. So A coordinates 8, 4. D are the coordinates of 4, 3. And I'm trying to find the coordinates of E, so I'll call them AB. And the midpoint formula, should know, x1 plus x2 over 2, comma, y1 plus y2 over 2. So, that 4, 3 there represents the midpoint of AE. So the answer to x1 plus x2 over 2 is equal to 4. So, taking it for AE then, so take the x coordinates, so that'll be 8 plus A all over 2 and 4 plus B all over 2. So that's the midpoint of AE. Right, so that's point D. But I know that D is at 4, 3. So I know that 8 plus A over 2 will equal 4. And I know that 4 plus B over 2 is equal to 3. So I just need to solve these. So dividing by 2, you multiply by 2 first of all. So 8 plus A equals 4 times 2, which is 8. So take the 8 over 8, take away 8 is 0. So A is a value of 0. And 4 plus B will be 2 3's, which is 6. Then B will be 6, take away 4, which is 2. So the midpoint, so the point E is AB. So E is 0, 2. Right? The formula, you must learn the formulas for each of these the lengths, the midpoints, gradients. Okay.